Today's topic is a long distance relationship, and if they really can work, what we will try to find out, and I hope not try, we will I will provide you with some cases based on our experience and successful stories what we saw, and try to make it work. Hey guys. Yeah, no, borders are closed from Australia. Yeah, it's so we will move ahead with this topic, and before we will start, I want to announce that tomorrow we will have 10 a.m. Eastern Time, also live with Joseph and some special guests. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel just to make sure you will not miss it, okay? And it will be man-to-man talk. I don't want to be part of it. And this conversation will be, it's called Why Beautiful Ukrainian Women Win Over American Women. Okay. So I hope you will find some very useful information during this live. So let's start. Привет. Maybe switch to Russian in future. Yeah. I will start moving with our topics, and then later I will, read all your questions and answer them. Okay, so feel free to write them. And a long distance relationship starts from making sure you talk to a real person, because honestly, there is so many challenges, much more than you have when you start a relationship with distance, and to make sure you talk to a real person, So it starts from this, because there is like many guys they stuck into troubles, living in a not a real world when they think they chat with on a PPL website, and they think they talk to a real lady which had the photos. It's a big topic of other video. We make a lot about this. So you need to make sure that you at least speak with real person, not with translator, not with Igor, whatever. It doesn't matter how you found this person, but you need to make sure that she's real. And the best way to do that, it's to have from time to time, okay, we will talk about how often, video call with her during Здравствуйте, Ольга. During what спасибо большое. During what you can make sure that she's real, and she's the one who provides you with her photos, right? And honestly, all our activity before in Match Guarantee, before coronavirus, we have no this offer at all, relationship in distance, because really it's much more challenging than when you come to Ukraine. You see on a real date, you see lady and you start a relationship with her, and it's it's also something that you just not starts from one date and everything works, It's has a lot of challenge, even to develop this relationship, but at least you know that she's real, and you have some kind of you understand if you have mutual interest to each other or no. And when we start, because of coronavirus, many things change in this world, so girls was under lockdown, and men also, so we start offer this help with creating relationship in distance, and we see how challenging it, for guys. And so we prepare for you some tips which based on experience of our clients, which will help you to make it work even in distance. But I can say that okay, we will just start it, okay? So the best way is when you start introduction to the lady, you need to provide her information about the date you are going to come to Ukraine. We saw not one cases when, for example, Australia, unfortunately, we don't know until what time it will be under lockdown, and even one lady, she likes really men in Australia, but because she's 30 plus, and she's forced into, create a family, having baby, she cannot wait until 1 year or maybe 2 years, have no idea when she can meet her man in real life. So she refused to start even like have a conversation with him because of she has no idea when she will meet him, So it's first thing that you need to set up and provide lady with clearness when you are going to come to Ukraine. And then because it's a long distance relationship, you need to somehow like set her with the feeling that you're present in her life, even like far away, you live there, she live here, but you present. And the best way to do it, it's of course it's everyday conversation, everyday hello, good night, and like small conversation. And I actually advise guys like you can see how often she talk to you. It's normally how to say, describe how serious she is about you, So I advise to have at least three times in a week video Skype call, with her, at least 3 times. But I understand there can be different cases because everybody have a busy life and a lot of work, so sometimes it can be flexible, but you can chat still. But I see, for example, our guys who already came to Ukraine, start a relationship, after they come back to their home, they in everyday touch with their ladies, they talk every day to them, by video call. So it tells a lot about like the level of the relationship they build. Then thank you, Adoret. And then next point, so like how much you talk to each other, it's describe how like if you into her and she into you, so it's sometimes it can be it's hard for lady, as I mentioned before, to be in touch with you a lot if she has no idea when you will come, I have, for example, my friend, she started a relationship with a man in America, and in winter, and he said that he will come in Ukraine in half a year. So she talked to him every day, and she has this idea. So when everything will be clear, because sometimes I heard like stories from men, like he has American man, he talked to one lady here in Ukraine for 1 year, and then finally when he came, he found out that they have no chemistry, at all, so it doesn't work, and they become a friend. It very often happen, but come on, like you looking here mostly not for friend, you have every of you guys I see have desire to find their, your better half. And so I strongly recommend you, if it's possible, to come as soon as possible, because it's actually what Ukrainian woman also likes, like man of action, not blah blah blah. Just as soon as possible, you jump on it. If you feel interest to each other, mutual, with the first possibility, you jump on a plane and come and like have your dream come true, hopefully. And then because of you. You far away, but how your relationship when you in the same city normally goes, you go on a date, you bring her flowers, so why don't you do this when you start a relationship in distance? Why don't present her flowers? I see often our guys, they do this mistake, and like, okay, she's far away, so I don't need to do this. But actually, is the only one of the way how you can be present in her life now. Girls is so how to say hungry, for this intention, for be treated by a gentleman, for a romantic man who, in these small things, they can understand how, like, they just, okay, not judge, but something like this. They understand your personality, and it's very meaningful. You cannot imagine how it's meaningful can be, for how a lot it means for her if you send her flowers, like something you can, like, with flowers, send her letters with some words, what you feel about her, it's like you can say, oh, come on, it's like simple things, but yes, it's simple things which create the foundation of your relationship, some emotional connection between you and her, and you need it. And very much. And especially it's called, I don't know how it's called in Western world, but here it's called the candy period, candy flowers period. When you send each other, when you go on a date, you bring candies, you bring flowers, whatever, some kind of pleasant gift, not expensive. It's not about amount of, actually about money, it's very I don't recommend guys to send any money before you will meet a lady in real life. And sometimes guys, they like speed up this process, and I mean, for me, honestly, if women ask you for money, for me it's a red flag, and if you offer help because she said something happened, like, or she, like, it was in Corona, it happened to many ladies, they lost job, and if men offer, and you meet already her in real life, and so it can be discussed, can be can be, but when you didn't see her and she asked you for money, for me it's doesn't work. It shouldn't be like that. It's this point when you can already, when you as a couple, like organically or naturally came to this point when you already as a couple, like you start won't support her and she accepts this from her man, and it's different from getting this help from I don't know whom, like you're not her life partner. So I forget to maybe say from the beginning, I'm Rick. Who don't know me, I'm Anna Ricards, and I'm wife of Joseph Ricards, founder of Guaranty, and I'm very happy to be in this journey, helping him and people to meet each other in this big world. I have to start from this. So I'm the one who very happy to have reviews. How to say, feedback from the guys who found them loved one and they were happy with this, and I'm very happy to be a part of this incredible event that happened to our couples. Mm. Yes, I'm just wife. Yes, I just realized maybe still some guys don't know that, so I decided to announce. Hello, Joseph. So, yeah. So I hope you got this idea that you need to be present in her life by this kind of attention you show her. For example, yesterday was introduction of one young guy, and he was introducing to Ukrainian lady, and he today write me, oh, how I can send her flowers and letter, and you cannot imagine how I was happy to read this, and I just like understand instantly. He will, have. I suggest very quick and good result because he know what to do. Even he's in distance. And some guys, they start relationships, they talk to lady every day, and she like say, I don't feel really he's into me, he even didn't one time send me flowers, and we like tell him, please send her flowers. We just send international platform for this. We can attach maybe under this video what you can use this website. And we say to him, and he don't do nothing. So what do you expect? She after some time, like talking to him 2 months, and then she has no idea when he will come. She just say, sorry, but I don't know how it will work. How much time I need to talk to him, and she doesn't get any attention from him. He's far away, and she has no idea when she will meet him. So. Yeah, we see many cases when it works, but I can say it's much more challenging than when you go on a date and have you still have distance relationship, because most of the guys, they come for a short period, like 7 days, and then they come back. You have still this challenge, distance relationship. But when you already meet her, at least it's you already know, like if you like pheromones of each other. I don't know. Okay, so I would like to read some questions. I don't know, and maybe we'll go on the top, and now I will. So it's like I want just not me blah blah blah, but also have dialogue with you guys. Yeah, for guys from Australia, it's most, I think, challenging, but still there is a lot of, because of borders, but still a lot of, young ladies who's not in a hurry to create a baby, so like 25 years old, so they can wait, they just don't want to be in a hurry, and they want to find the best man, so they open, I think, for this kind of relationship from Australian man, and so it's also possible. How can we conversation in a long distance relationship? As I told before, it's for me, it's I strongly recommend you to have video calls, and about video, I think you can do some simple stuff together, not only just talk, you can cook together, you can I don't know, even maybe I don't know. I mean, you can use your not fantasy, to say, your creation about what you can do together. But it will be very helpful for you guys just to see your everyday life, because it will be in future part of her life what you do. Because most of the women, they move to men's place, so. If you will show her and provide with pictures of your everyday life, it will be much easier for her in future to understand and to feel if it's her and her direction, and she will she wants to move with you. So this is a Canadian agency, but I'm from Netherlands, living in Germany. Are Ukrainian women also interested in 42 years old man from Europe? Of course interested. I 44 is the best, I think, age for, okay, I don't know. But I mean, it's a very good age because you can choose ladies 30 plus. It's already a very mature woman who knows what they want, and of course Europe, it's much, I think, easier for most of the women to have relationship because it's very close, you know. We saw some situation when lady many of them, okay, I mean distance, because of distance you can see her more often, and this culture is very close to our culture, and more close than Western, you know. And of course it's very big chance, big how to say, opportunity for you here, definitely. Language problem, of course, can be, you know. I can say language problem can be even if you are both fluent English, you know. Sometimes people talk but they didn't hear each other, you know. And I told before, for, you know, and I want to be honest at this point, that really it's challenging to build, to create good relationship even with you know, your nation, your, you know, I mean Western woman with Western man and Ukrainian woman with Ukrainian man. But it's additional challenge for, you know, gather two cultures together, and you know, you need to be much more flexible and open-minded. And but I see many cases when Ukrainian woman wants Western man to be in relationship exactly with Western man. Maybe it will be one of our another live topic, and I will share with you why. So are Ukrainian women interested in Indian Canadian men, especially from the age 24 to 30? Yes, they interested in Indian Canadian men, but this age, you know, 24, 30, I will be honest, it's quite hard to help, because this lady, you know, you are interested to meet, they will be like 18 plus. In 18, many women, they don't know what they want. And 25 age, for example, age of the lady, 25 years old, she has abundance of the choice, so it's hard for her to choose who is the best one. It's very problematic age, 25, 27. So much easier, honestly, to do couples to create when they like 30 plus, but still it's possible. And for example, yeah, we have cases when young guys meet each other and they're very like how 31 and 20 years old, one couple was. So it's totally possible. And but it also depends, I can say, for if Indian Canadian, he grown up in Canada, for example, he has a brain like Canadian, you know. But if he grown up in India, it's and then moved to Canada, for example, when he was already like 20 years old or something like this, it's a little bit different and a little bit more challenging, I can say. But it's totally possible. So, good afternoon. Can distance relationship work in Ukraine? Of course can, and we discussed today about what you need to do to make it work. Is it better to keep quiet about your net worth. Um, yes, you know, Greg, I will tell you what. Talking to Western men, I found out that you guys talk about money much more than Ukrainian people talk about this, you know? It's not in our culture. And when you talk a lot about money, it's it's Ukrainian woman, she just confused why you talk a lot, so so much about money, like it's something that the most important for you in life. And I can say our culture at this point a little bit different from your culture, because for example most of Ukrainian people, they will not work at the job which make them stress, and doesn't matter how much they get paid from this job, they will prefer to make less money but have like job with good boss, not stress job. And if we talk about Ukrainian woman, what she's looking for in man, of course we talk a lot about she's looking for security, stability, financial, but I can say without her feelings to the man, she's looking for the partner, like life partner. And first she needs to understand his personality, and if she feel he's good match for her, and then she can see if he's a good provider or something like this. Maybe it sounds a little bit different from what I said before in video about how Ukrainian women rate SMB, because she understood, like if he, for example, student and she's like 30 years old, of course they have no, like she wants to see serious man who can be provider. But it's jump on this topic more deeply, she will do this after she will feel that she has connection with this personality in many other spheres of her life. So sometimes I see you guys talk a lot about money, and better not do this. And I think by such kind of conversation you will just attract more gold diggers, ladies who is looking for understand your income and how much money she can get from you, something like this, So I advise you strongly to stay away from such kind of conversation before you will before you will start a real relationship with her, Keep it like, I advise guys when they write introduction letter just to write what you do for your life. For example, some ladies Ukrainian, they like me, I grown up in the south of Ukraine, and there is many sailors, For example, they make good money, but I was grown up with the idea I will never marry sailor, because I understand he's going for half a year from home, and I will not have this attention from him, so it will not work for me. So it doesn't matter how much money he make, I'm not interested, because this kind of relationship is not acceptable for me. So I ask guys to write what he's doing for a living, just to like understand if it's if she can be comfortable with your profession, what you do in life, or if you do something not spiritual things, she needs to know before. Like some Ukrainian women, they cannot be with mafia men, for example, because they have values in life, and they do care how their man make his money, Okay. What is the best way to show your wife love from a distance? The best way to show your wife, if it's your wife, better you keep it not in distance. If it's your wife, you better live with her, okay? But I don't know, is this kind of relationship when you maybe start to live together, and then somehow because of life situation you have to live in distance, but I think it's another topic of another video. It's not what exactly we talk today about. To stay and to show you are very different. To say and to show are very different. Yes, of course. That's why I talk about you don't need just to blah blah blah, talk. You need to do some action, and the best action you can do is just like what every Ukrainian lady dream about, to be treated like a princess. So any kind of treatment that you can provide her, that will be a situation with your care and love to her. As we talked before, flowers, I don't know, some kind of but I told, like, don't send money. It just can be some kind of services you can, I don't know, like, I don't want you now, like, for example, she has birthday, I don't know, you can send her a gift, it's not normal to be her man and didn't congratulate her, and things like this. Okay. You are doing fine, thank you. I like is not rehearsed. Thank you. Have a plan. Explain that plan up front. Thank you for much for doing this live, Anna. Thank you. How men? Wait, I think I lost. How men? How do men communicate with a woman when language barrier? When typing in chat, you have ability to translate. Yeah, Matt. Many of our guys, they have requests from the beginning that lady have to have at least intermediate level of English, and they don't agree on less English. But those guys who want more traditional country lady, normally those ladies, they don't know English, and it's additional challenge for them when they start a relationship. But the truth is that we saw not one couple who starts from no English and they now got married. So it can work in both ways. And I advise guys, when they get contact information of the lady and start relationship with no English, to upload Viber app, and there is, you can translate automatically, do translation of so it's much easier to communicate in this Viber application. But at the same time, I think many ladies, they don't start learn English because they don't believe they can meet a good man. But as soon as they found good man, they become so much motivated. So they just, went into courses English, and it's incredible how fast they learn, when they have a real man, in horizon. Okay, this perspective, they see it, it's real. And it's one of the things you can also help her, for example, how you treat, if you like each other and you want to help her to learn English, you can, for example, provide her and with lessons, help her to, help her with paying for English courses, for example. And also you can be the best teacher. That's why you can do video cooking together, just show carrot or onion or potato and do together Ukrainian borscht or whatever, it's a way, because you don't need high level English for basic conversation, and step by step you will just learn, So it's about motivation. When woman has motivation, she will do, steps towards it, and it will be not slow step, she will run. Believe me, if she really likes man. Thank you. Yeah, my outfit. I have met with a lady many times. She thinks I'm very poor, yet she continues to want to see me. She said that she can see I'm good father. She is a single mother and me single father. I see, Craig. You know, I know that every man wants to feel that he's happy with the level he can provide his woman, and it's important for man to understand when he start date a woman that he can afford her, it's honesty, it's truth, like sometimes you want I don't know, Ferrari, it's expensive car, yeah, but you cannot afford it, so why you would waste your time on trying to get Ferrari if there is, I don't know, good car, like not good example, but Toyota, I don't know, Camry, and very comfortable, good car. It's like good lady with good values, and she will be happy to be with you, and she will appreciate everything you do for her. So why you will, try to, how you say this triangle to the circle if it doesn't work? Okay, what I show. Okay, guys, something wrong. when something wrong. So my main point is that it doesn't work when man not happy. I mean, when what man can provide, it's not enough for his woman. It will never work, It's this kind of relationship leads to nowhere, in my opinion. So you just need to find good Toyota Camry, okay, and you will feel like a king with her, and you will want to make for her more because she's happy with the level you can provide, and you will feel like your wings open and you're ready to fly as a it's or this big bird. Okay, I think you will forgive me for my English. So Craig, she must be saving you as a backup. Don't be that guy. Yeah, Edward, I actually agree with you. So sometimes you need to move ahead and to be realistically, like understand what, like sometimes you need to say yourself stop, enough, and move ahead. There is some good lady waiting for you. Okay, Anna, please give me your address so I can send you flowers to thank you for doing this. Tulips and roses from the Netherlands after with Skype. Okay, I'm a married woman, as I announced. If you want to donate me, it will be from I will be happy. For me, it's like feedback on like I do something right, and if I feel like it's useful for you, so it's with my roses or whatever. But it's okay. I shouldn't tell this. Okay. But for me, it's like something that I feel I do some useful job, and it's like feedback from you guys. Okay. Joe got lucky. I agree with you, Edward. Yes, I am wife Joe. That's why I made this joke. So young. Who, me? Young? It's actually, some of you guys think I'm 35 years old. I have to say this because you sometimes, want a very young woman, maybe because of you thinking that in Ukraine, I don't know, maybe you think like about your ladies that in 35 they not good looking. So be more open about age of the lady you're looking for. So because our ladies, they sometimes, like they're 60 and looking like perfect princess. When a man is looking for the right woman in Ukraine, I expect he would be talking to several women in the beginnings. Do Ukrainian women want to know he's speaking with other women? David, tricky question. Oh my God. Honestly, of course, no, because I can say Ukrainian women very, okay, not all, but sometimes can be very jealous, and they know that they have kind of bachelor experience here, that man came and can date not one lady, and they're not happy even to think about that. We have sometimes funny situation with one of our client. He went on a date, and then on his way back he meet his lady from other date, and it was like 2 days, like one date he went another one date, and then another date would meet with another. Okay, I mean, he meets those two ladies one day and then second day, and it was like not very pleasant situation. So I would not recommend you talk about this, initiate this, information. But if it happened, you need to be honest and say how it is. It is, not lie and not hide nothing. They know that you came here. You can be saved from this situation if you will start a relationship in distance, and then you will come to exactly lady. And if 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 it doesn't work, you have no chemistry, you have plan B, go on a date. But hopefully you spend this, several months or half a year talking to the lady, her very good, and hopefully it will work. So I want to meet you one day, Anna. Congratulations to you, to Joe. Thank you, Matt. We are happy to meet you. Anytime, we're a very open-minded person, both of us. It's understood she's talking to many men too. I think it's important to be honest and open, David. Yes, I agree. But Edward, I don't think she's talking to many men too. I mean, okay, there can be cases. If a woman, when she talk to many men, it means she don't take you serious, Normally, when woman decide and motivated to, and she see this future perspective with you, she just make one day decision. No more conversation with other man. I want to be focused on this man, and she just like die from all another man. And but so normally like this, yes. But it's happened, of course. I mean they can still bother her, but she will not have interest in him as soon as she will feel that you her main potential candidate to be married. So why she would waste her time on talking to somebody else? It's important to be honest. Yes, honest and open. Yes, it's true. My feelings as well. But do they want to know? They don't want to know, David. As I told, they don't want. Hello, Anna, Tony from USA. Hello, Tony. Apart from flowers, were other things would you suggest I could send to give her attention? I can say very romantic will be if it will be a written letter, by your hands. I don't know, something like this. Ukraine quite not so high tech, and those things will be appreciated by each woman. But also it can be some kind. I don't want it to be very over budget things, Some. Maybe some kind of procedure so she can take care about her, I don't know, nails. They love this, Ukrainian women love this very much. I don't know, massage from women, of course. Those things, which is very feminine, and which will fill her with kind of, like when she will have these services, she will all time think about you and be grateful for you, and she will feel she's special for you, because you treat her like this. So Definitely, it's not diamond, I don't know, earrings or something like this. It's not about that. I went to, okay, it's what, uh, treat the call like a date, dress and act appropriately. Yeah, I can say it's one of the reasons why sometimes girls not very available for video calls, you know. They can find 101 1001 reason not to do call, and you will think that maybe she's like, I don't know, something wrong with your relationship, but she can easily can be with dirty hair, you know, and don't want to appearance in front of you with dirty hair or something like this, or with no makeup or in bad mood or something like this. So please be patient and don't make drama if she rejects to talk to you and before you have great connection, everything. So it can happen because even I wasn't so patient. I have my best friend in Kharkov when I was small, and every time when I come to her, I say, oh my god, you know, I have to wait for her 1 hour when she will be dressed how she wants. She changed, I don't know, 20 times she changed her dress, cannot make a choice what she want to wear, then she don't like how her hair looks like. And for me it was, I'm not a man, but I'm her friend, but it for me was like, oh my god, when we will go out, you know, how long it can be. So it's part of our culture. Girls sometimes, you know, too much crazy about how what's to wear, what makeup, and they can be just not to be ready to talk to you because they want to be and it's a part why they can also be late on a date. So you need to be patient about this and don't make big I know that in your culture it's not normal to be late, it's like show not respect, but in our culture it's quite a bit naturally happen, and men knows about this, so they're ready for such kind of things. Okay, so yeah, but I think it's good things, you know, when you I think from time to time you can do this kind of romantic dinner together, so you can say, you know, honey, honey, we will do romantic dinner together. Why not play romantic music and dress like in a restaurant, and I don't know, drink wine or whatever, to do this atmosphere, you know, because life consists from this small happy emotional moment that happened to us, and you know, you need to be able to have enjoy from these things, right? And find in your busy schedule life time for this moment, especially in the beginning of your relationship. Are Ukrainian ladies interested in Japanese men? Yes, they have interest, but I can say much less than in European looking men, okay? It's honest answer. So, for example, if to get yes from, like, we ask 10 ladies, and from them, like, if it's good looking guy, European face has, okay, so it's like will be up to 8 yes if he's good good personality, interesting. Up to 8 can be. It's, I think it's maximum. But if we ask for Japanese man, we need to ask, I don't know, up to 20 to have at least 1 yes. So it's much more difficult to find a bride for Japanese man. And okay, so I hope you got your answer. You are very predicted. You search to one woman and you may be disappointed. You will predicate. Mostly American, European and Australian men think, I think depends on the culture too. 25 is already old to get married in Ukraine. Yes, it's time to get married in Ukraine. Of course, I mean, before it was even earlier. Now 25, it's good age. That's why I told it's very difficult age, because girls have abundance of choices, Ukrainian man, Western man, and they just want to make sure they make the best choice. And they still, kind of young and less mature than lady like in their 30s. Oh my god, I think I lost where she wants to be wanted by her man. Yes, good evening guys, hi. You both to be good people, just that your goals, values and expectations are not aligned. You gotta be happy together or won't last. Anna, you speak English very well, thank you. It gives me inspiration, because sometimes I afraid that you cannot understand what I'm talking about. Hey, I chat with beautiful Ukrainian lady and she don't ask for any money at all for several months. Is that a good sign? Could be possible she will ask for it later. Don't be managed by your fears, I can say, sometimes we see very difficult cases, and because of our, we can be so frustrated and lost our belief that there is good ladies in Ukraine, but there is, and it's a lot. So can be it happened, this situation with scammers and everything, but don't focus on this. Just if it will happen, it will happen. You cannot avoid this, but just focus. It's a good sign that she didn't ask, and just look at the quality of conversation you have with her, and how often you talk to each other, because you roll to, it's like several months already, so it's like just hello and good night from time to time, or it's really fruitful conversation which allows you guys to know each other better and develop something which were born between you and her, right? Much guarantee source, you can learn Russian and receive the basic to communicate. Yeah, well, I can say, guys, when you will start learn Russian, you will be surprised by how hard this language. I think it's much easier for lady to learn English, but it's still some guys so their brain so they easy can learn any language, and for some guys it's very easy. So if you have this kind of talents, you're welcome. I will be happy if you will be one of those who can talk in Russian. Hello, I'm fine. Is it better to learn Ukrainian or Russian? It's up to you guys, and there is many ladies in Ukraine, they speak Ukrainian, so I think most of Ukrainian people, they speak Russian, and but most territory but still it's up to you and with whom you communicate. If your lady speaks Ukrainian, better you'll learn Ukrainian, of course. I'm from Pakistan. Great question, David. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe because I lived mostly in east part of Ukraine, south part of Ukraine, and yeah, it's normally everybody speak Russian. West of Ukraine speak Ukrainian, and center and Kiev, it's like mixed. There is people from different cities, so it can be Russian, Ukrainian, many different choices. But I don't know, maybe because I speak Russian, most of the people I met, and I grown up in south of Ukraine, whereas everybody Odessa region, like Crimea also, like before, it was all Russian-speaking people. So, what does English course cost in Ukraine? One-on-one lesson or group lessons? I think now better you discover online classes. I think there is some, because of coronavirus, it's create a lot of such offers. I'm not sure I can provide you with actual numbers, because but my daughter, our daughter, she went to she learned English. I mean English in child, but it's for child. So, and it's approximately 250 hryvnias online courses with teacher per hour. So I think it's not something like this. It's approximately $10 per hour individual teacher for private lessons. I think you can find, so approximately like this, but it depends on level of teacher. If he native speaker, it can be different price. If he is Ukrainian, so yeah, and it depends where he live also. If he live in, if you do Skype education, doesn't matter where he live in small city, this price can be like this or even less. So hey Matt, you're here. We pay 200 for each English class. Thank you, Joseph. 210 hryvnias, but it's normally it's 250, but it depends how much you buy. You have discount if you buy a lot of lessons, so like this. Will the fact I'm a Croatian help? I will find mentally with similar and language also. I don't know Croatian. I don't know what does it mean, Craig, sorry. I have a good friend, Nick, he charged. Okay, Joseph, help me, thank you, darling. Hello, I'm not a poor, just don't want to be seen as a sponsor. I totally understand you, Craig. It's not not nice feelings, when we Ukrainian people went, for example, traveled to Egypt, and everybody tried to cheat us, I mean, just, say price 10 times more than actual price. We feel very bad, and then when we came back to Ukraine, we can understand how sometimes foreign feel in our country, and unfortunately there is cases when Ukrainian people behave very bad to foreigners. So you need to be, like well educated and smart about what you are doing, and also listen to your inner gut to, like be smart. Yeah. 35 any Muslim girl. I can say most of our database girl, they are Christian most, so it's almost impossible. Muslim, sorry, we can practice in, you think Ukrainian women are open to prenuptial? We make video about this, you can find it on our channel. We interview ladies. I can say, because it's not common practice in Ukraine to sign such kind of contract, normally our women don't understand what is that and why they have to sign it. So normally they think they didn't look at this like the opportunity to protect them. They just think that man who want to sign prenuptial with them, he really don't into her. He just care about money, and like he's afraid of like he don't trust her. Basically, it's what they think. And but I think if it's personally me, I don't believe in this kind of contract, because you kind of create this possibility that can happen to you in future, attract divorce, possible divorce. But if it's will help you to, but I understood you at the same time, because what happened normally, Ukrainian people, when they like, when it's marriage between two Ukrainians, they normally know their, you know, family, relatives or whatever. So, and when you want to marry Ukrainian, you don't know nothing about her, so of course you have these fears, you know, like if she really sincere about you, and she really wants to create a family, or she just want to win, I don't know how it's called, green card, and just move to another country. So I understand that from where, you know, these like questions come. And I think if you will be like not pushy about this, but talk about this to her from that point, that it will help to protect her, you know, from this side, I think, and will be very like nice conversation, I think, and give her like a choice, you know, to think about this, not to be pushy, we have to sign like this, you know, but just show the pluses in this situation for her. Maybe she will look at these things from other side, you know, and become open for that. Okay, so what ladies say they want to chat off. Okay, where is the question? Sorry, I lost a little bit. You think? Okay, ladies say they want to chat off the diet. The man gets it and everything change and says she cannot communicate that way on Hangout or Viber, and wants to communicate through the site again. Ladies say they want to chat off the site, I think. The man gets it, everything changes, and I'm not sure, George, you talk to a good lady if she wants to chat with you through site. Through which kind of site? When you need to pay per sending her messages? Come on, it's not a real lady, and she's really into you. She just want to, you know, I think this kind of activity still exists because there is a demand on this. Some guys, they don't want to really create a family, they don't want to really create a relationship, international family, they just want to live in their dream, you know. They just go on this website, see a beautiful picture, and they just chat, and they're happy with this. They go at work, pay for these letters, and live in their fantasy that they have a relationship with the beauty queen, you know. So how we can help those guys, you know? If you are not realistic, I see this 90 Days Fiancé show. I was in shock, you know, after man spends $300,000 on a lady, and she met her, and like, oh my God, he hugged her, and she like do full, like, you know, full. And I don't know how man cannot feel this, you know. I just don't understand. And after everything, he offered her to become his wife, and she even, oh my God, she even take the ring, you know. And she's so, I don't know, she has no heart, I think. I don't know how a person can be so bad. But the case is that after everything, he protect her. She think, oh, she really likes me, you know, something happened. So this guy, he live in a cloud, I don't know. And I mean, if you're not realistic, what do you expect, you know? How we can, and when he met good lady, he say, she's too shy for me, I'm not interested, you know? It's like man wants to be in some kind of show, I don't know. Okay, he just want to make true what is not true. But it was one of the lucky guys who at least met this lady in real life. Most of the guys, they don't know whom they talk about. And he didn't talk to her, of course. He talked to translator all this time. But, okay, it's another. I will not express my feelings. We have another topic today. It's just something that make me really emotionally burn out when I see these guys and I don't know how to help them. And the problem when you say them, you not talk to this lady, understand please, they don't want to hear you, they just like do like this, you know, they don't care, and they even start offended in you because you say them truth and they don't believe this true. Okay, enough, Anna. I'm available as an English teacher. I have necessary qualification. Grew up between South Africa and Croatia. Where's Croatia? Great, guys. You see, we found Greg. He can be your teacher. For your potential wife. But be careful, they might like each other. Okay, Greg, it's a joke. Maybe some of the guys need English lessons. They lie about why she doesn't have Skype or other ways they are not free. Yeah, you know, it's okay. I already expressed my feelings and what I think about this. Thanks for into. Okay, hello. Almost impossible to get a live video chat. I chat tomorrow, friends in Ukraine. There's ways, and it's easy to do. Almost impossible to get a live video chat. I chat tomorrow, friends. So it's possible. Why impossible? It's totally possible. It depends on whom you talk to and if she's real. Anna, please, can you tell me, can I subscribe to your services and as a Dutch guy, because you're from Canada? What is a Dutch guy? Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry, but Kiev certainly a high cost than other cities. Yes. You know, it was funny that I work at a part of sales department at ATM machines a long time ago after I finished the university, and we have funny situation that our main company is situated in Rivne, and our department was in Kiev because we meet with owners of bank. We provide them ATMs, machine. So director of the department, he fight for having biggest salaries than director of the company, because director live in Rivne, it's small city, and they have to indexate, change the salary. It was stupid for them. How it can be director get pay less than boss of sales department? But it's true. In Kiev, it's much more expensive to live. Everything costs more. So it was a politics of the company, and it was funny. But director of sales department, he have more salaries than director of all company. So it how it works, because this director live in small city. Almost impossible to get. Okay. Why a woman not being told how we think in the West, and we as men must understand what's not correct to say? It should be same the other way too. I totally agree with you, George. We do our job at this point too, talking with ladies, want to understand what they expect and help them in different ways to, we open for coaching for both sides, because you really guys sometimes need help, and it's true. I totally agree with you. I'm Gupta from, okay, once beautiful Ukrainian, please help me. And it's India, honestly, very hard to help Indian guys. It's very different culture from us, and not really a lot of ladies, they have this vision that they're ready to move to live in India. it can be. Some ladies very open, they like India, but normally it's quite challenging for everybody involved in this process. I met a lady in Ukraine last month. She has 4 kids. I met another lady who is younger than she has 1 kid. She wants to have more kids with me. Who should I choose? Oh my God, this question. I can say that if lady have child, or kids, doesn't matter how many, you need to understand that you build relationship not only with women, you build relationship several with with every child she has, and it's very personal and it takes time, and sometimes it doesn't work. I can say it's more challenging to have a relationship with woman who has a child, but at the point that you have to build additional relationship with child. But at the same time, normally when woman has child, she's more mature in many ways, she's more serious, and she has this lesson in her life, and it's not easy to be in Ukraine single mom, and normally they much more, you can find better personality when woman has child and she somehow left alone in this life journey. So I don't know, it's up to you. This question not more about children, it's about what kind of relationship you have with one woman and another, and then I normally advise guys to listen to yourself, because you know all the answers, they're inside you. Hello, Anna. Is the internet access in Ukraine? Internet access. Can women get online easily if it's more difficult to get online outside of the big cities? Edward, I don't know if you see me good now. Internet access in Ukraine, yes. In big cities, no issues with that. In small cities, normally also. Can be some problems if you live in a village, deep village. Many villages in Ukraine, they still have no internet. So if you're a woman from village, it can make sense. But normally if she live in at least a small city, there is no issues with internet, can be. Don't worry, Ginny, we are still here. So please write your questions, we will answer. The woman I met in Ukraine don't want to work. They want to be stay-at-home wife. Actually, we've done video about this. We did a street survey answering the question, asking question if women prefer to stay at home or work after she get married, and you will see guys this video next Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we will surprisingly see that this western wind also come in Ukraine, and we found some ladies who is I cannot say they career is more important for them than family life, no, but it's very, I can say overall, most of Ukrainian women, they want to have work, but they don't want to pretend on the be provider in the family. They want to have work kind of just to be social and something that not makes them stressed but bring enjoy, like some activity for themselves. And but there is some traditional women who don't want to work, they just want to be a mother and take care about family, about husband, and it's pretty normal. And it's very often you can meet in Ukraine, especially in small cities, village. I think we are that place where you can find very much traditional women. But at the same time, in the big cities, you can find very westernized woman who is willing to do several businesses at the same time, have very busy schedule, and she's okay with that and manage everything and want a relationship at the same time. So it's up to you who you're looking for, and then you, from this point, you need to understand where to look. Depends on whom you want to meet. Woman more traditional, then you better go to deep village, and and if you want to like development, also you can find in big cities kind of hybrid, like me, woman who grown up in small city, then moved to big city, and I appreciate and know all the pluses and minuses, and I can feel comfortable living in big city, in small city, and so this kind of types of the Ukrainian lady you can meet here. How much differences in there between Russian and Ukrainian language? A lot, I can say. Because we learn it from our childhood. Sometimes we think we didn't feel like it's difficult language for us, but actually when you learn Russian and then you want to speak Ukrainian, you will find out it's not possible. It's actually two different languages. There's many words the same still, but it's different. So better you choose what you want to learn. Is it normal that most Ukrainian women want to stay at home with the wife? Not normal. Not normal. As I told before, I think I already put some light on this question, right? Answer. Thank you, Anna, for answering my question. It helped your English absolutely fine. I am learning Russian, and it's nowhere near as good as your English. Good luck, David. I hope one day we can talk in Russian. Thanks for your answer. It might hard for Japanese man too. Yeah. They would want a better life than what Youre guy can offer them there. Yes, but I just want to, to clarify some things. Some of you guys might think that, like Ukrainian women so hungry for getting out, like hungry for foreign men because they motivated to get out from Ukraine, and they can marry fat like ugly guy just to get out from here, but it's not true. It's so small number of such kind of girl you can meet. First of all, they want to meet their soulmate. It doesn't matter. Why they open for marry foreign men. Normally, it's because they're more open-minded. Because, when it was Soviet Union, we was like all under lockdown, and now it's the time when many, especially young people in Ukraine, they travel, and they see, different. They travel a lot, and they become more open-minded. My microphone, so like something happened. So it's not like they motivated just to get out from here. It's what I want to tell you. They have families here. Many girls, they have a loving job, So they really, I hope it's okay. It's a big deal, for them to move actually to another city. They have to pack all their life in 2 small cases and luggage and jump into this very, very difficult journey, I see sometimes even our couples who have very great connection, when they came to this point that they start prepare K1 visa, the fears came up, and it's very normal, I can say, and at this time ladies need your support, guys, very much, and just provide her with the feeling that you will take care about her, and everything will be okay. You know, be optimistic, and just don't be pushy, and just to, you know, set yourself on her place and help her to overcome these fears. So it's answering my question. They're not hungry to just move, and they have all their life here, you know, relatives, friends, and to do that they have to make sure you're, you know, the right one, you know. She, you know, like, okay, you understand what I mean. So those ladies who like just want to, not happy with what Ukrainian men can provide, and they just want to move somewhere, and you will be this guy who will deliver her to USA. I wish you to stay away from such kind of girls, and you need just to feel, you know, when lady really into you, you cannot hide this, you know, cannot hide this, you cannot act this as an actress, you know. You see one person really loves you, and you feel this, or she really just have another motivation. We are open to help you in this journey, you know, and do our best to find girls who really serious, and they're ready to relocate for relocation in future. But first, what they're looking for, of course, is love, is their life partner. Great man. Okay. I think. How would Ukrainian woman take how would Ukrainian woman take it if you are vegan? At time I feel they don't see there is mainly for some reason. Rana. Don't worry about this. I'm also vegan, but not strict, I can say now with Joseph become. But I have many different experiments with my for 10 years with my. I was even only raw food, and was like fruitarian for some time. But vegan, I found some. Something that I like, and I can say in Ukraine many people they do care about what they eat, and they try to eat very healthy food, and I suggest we just influence each other, you know, and she might want to become vegan too, you know. She will try and fall in love with this, you know. I think if I eat meat and meet men who don't eat meat, it's a great opportunity to, you know, to learn from this something and get some new experience, and maybe I will love it. But I can tell you what happened to me. Actually, I just came up with this idea a long time ago when I wasn't vegetarian, and I met one guy who was I think vegetarian at that time, and we went on a date. It was long time, and it was in university, I think. But what happened, you know, he was too focused on his diet, you know, and everything we talk about is just food, you know, and I feel like he's not like into desire to know me. He just, you know, crazy about his diet, and that time I didn't get this idea, and we have just, I don't know, 2 dates, and then I just didn't get what that was. But I tell you, we went to a restaurant, and he start fight with the waitress because she bring something that he like don't want to eat, and like he ordered carrot juice, and she didn't add the oil, and he started fighting with her. I think it was before mostly about his personality, not about his diet, you know. So I think it's great that you know, you have some kind of I mean, I think everything you can you can introduce these things to your Ukrainian lady. Maybe you can find even vegan woman too. as I told you, it's quite popular in Ukraine too. But you just don't need to be pushy about this, and she might with time find this very interesting for herself too. And I can say also she will be happy, don't need to cook for your meat. So it will be much easier for her. She will find definitely some pluses in this. Okay, thank you, Joseph. Yeah, help many Ukrainian women are vegans. I want to emphasize that the life in Japan is much better than current life situation in USA and also most places in Europe. I totally understand. We watch some Ukrainian TV about travels, and we see how developed Japan, and we understand it's like something like another planet far away from Ukraine, and something that because of high technology, Japan lost some kind of social connecting between people, and that makes us crazy when we heard some stories that you can go somewhere like some services that a lady just hug you and you can talk to her. I mean, there's no like any issues about sex or kisses. It's just to be with a real person who can hear you, and it's like make our brain boof, like what is that? And I think it's very different. I think you will agree with me, for example, that European culture more closer to Ukraine. It's just happened naturally because we close the territory, and Japan culture, it's totally something totally different from Ukrainian. But I know some girls who is crazy about learning, Japan culture, everything connected. So I think even we had one client from Japan, I think. It was like very interesting. They had Skype call, and it was very interesting how they found each other in this big world. It was quite a bit on the same wave, and it was like magic, Somebody help us to do this matchmaking process here. So, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, Anna, perhaps I would need prenup as I'm not a rich man, but there is man with lots of money and states, so they tend to worry if something goes wrong. Wouldn't you? Okay, yeah, pleasant to hear. I just want you to, measure pluses and minuses and then make, decision together with your partner. I think the key to any successful relationship is open dialogue. Nothing should be hidden. Everything should be discussed and find a solution or compromises in every situation. Men have a fear that the woman will take everything by playing a long game, and that's why they ask for prenup. The woman should understand this because they're true stories, reader of scammers. Yeah, I understand, but I will explain why Ukrainian women normally don't understand this. Because according to our government law, you can split 50-50 everything that you buy together when you was a couple, when you was married. So good lady cannot imagine this situation that she can pretend on half what you have even before you met her, because she don't know about this, and she don't understand why you want to sign this with her, because she has no this idea, that she can pretend on this. And but I totally, as I mentioned before, understand your fears, because you can be in trouble, like, being in relationship with great actors who, like, do this because she knows this, and then she just hunting for hard half her, half her what you have, like your activity, your money, okay. So I understand from where your fears come. So I just encourage you to have open dialogue with your partner every time. But I ask you, please don't do this in distance. Don't jump in this topic before you will be in real relationship. Don't be in a hurry with those kind of questions, okay? Thank you. Explain to them what? Sorry, I think I lost. Tell us, please, what. Okay. I think our time almost come over, and okay, I will now very fast try to read everything. I see now the Ukrainian ladies must learn about all the scams and the fears the men have only about still going even. So I live in USA, but I'm Indian. I'm very American. If you ask 10 women, how many would say yes? It's a very complicated answer. We just need to do a free introduction package, and then we will see, because it depends on how you look, what's in your letter, and so we just need through practice to find out these answers. Sometimes we don't understand why, one lady refused, like a nice 33 years old guy, and he had many refuses. And we was like, what is that? We start call girls, why they refuse? They say, it's 33 years old, you cannot be serious, and we want serious, mature man. So, so it can happen too. So we cannot predict this. Okay. If you cannot trust your woman, she will feel this. You really set yourself up to fail by planting this trust, into your relationship. The men are living in a fantasy. You are not correct about some of them, just wanting to go to work and pay for letters. More race, consider the difference in religions, and if a lady will accept that the men that are coming to see you at this video are the one that either heard about the scams or experienced themselves, and they want to change, and they want to learn the truth. Yes, George, we are here to serve you, to help you to clarify some things. We see many guys, even high level, hard smart, and they get into this big trouble. So we want to, clarify as much as we can. But sometimes some people, they don't want even to hear the truth, they don't want to believe it. So in that case, we cannot help. I will insist on a prenup. As a single father, I have put away a large amount for my son. It's for him and him only. Everything I make before I get married is his. After, we will share 50-50. Yes, I mean, normally our women, good women, they know how it works in Ukraine. You just share what you make together, 50-50. So, but I mean, it depends on how you approach lady in this exactly question, and you need to do this in very gentleman way, okay? So she wouldn't find this as your, like, you don't trust her, because you don't want to offend her, but you want to just to explain what the difference is, and then it also will be for you kind of answer, one of the challenge first you have and to see if she, if she's a real scammer, she might not okay, I hope it will, she will be closed on discussion such topics at all. Just trust your inner God, okay? Okay. I married a Russian lady 20 years ago, and I went through it all seriously about her whole family over there, and still together now, not with the wife. She's gone, and her family on my side. Interesting. And English. Anya, the only way to get through to their guys is to keep telling them the truth, and you're only the one who keeps doing that. Thank you. Yeah, it's true. You and Hus provide a great service. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anna. I know your brain is exploding after talking English for a while. Thank you for doing this education. Thank you, Edward. Thank you for your support. Okay, does a translator travel with me, or does a lady move to the city where the offices are located? Does the Guaranty services handle meetings with the ladies? Wait, my microphone. Guys, it's those questions better you registered with us and find out during your coaching call. Why? Because there's different databases and different agreements with the ladies. Some lady, they like very traditional, very afraid to go to another city, so you have to come to their city. But our main database, which is 1,100 lady, some of them in Kiev, some in Ukraine, on our website. Most of them, all of them, we agreed with them that if they want to meet with you, they like you, we cover their cost and they come to Kiev to meet with you. But it depends where's your lady situated in our database. I'm from Netherlands. Can I subscribe also because you are Canadian? Do all women expect men from Canada or USA, or you can use your services? Of course you can use our services. I am married. What I think about love? Love. What do you need? One thing that you need in life, it's love. How the Beatles, all you need is love. All you need is love. Beatles sing. Okay, it's what I think. It's the most important thing in the world. Yes, everybody needs to love and to be loved. I hope I answered your question. Please tell me how I can meet an Ukrainian woman into your website. I just need to do registration with us and then follow the procedure. Proper English, please, guys. I know English is excellent English. Abbreviatures are difficult if you're not first language. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's quite challenging for me, but I do my best. I choose someone in your website. Her name is Victoria. Can I speak to her? Okay, just register it and we will see if we can move ahead. Indonesia, big question for me because honestly, I don't know many ladies who want to move to Indonesia. I don't want to. You from international, okay. Okay, I understand there is two people. Manna, I will not, we meet here to answer questions and actually our topic today was long distance relationship. But I said I will answer other questions too, which is connected to relationship with Ukrainian lady, because I understand you have one, and who is only Ukrainian woman can be helpful in such kind of questions, right? So I'm here as much as I can, trying to help you. The women is scared like crazy when they first leave their country. They are alone. They have to understand this man. Yes, it's true. The best to look after their clients. So given how this virus situation, I make not want to start a relationship overseas until it contained. Because what if woman wants to see you, but you don't want to of the virus? You know, what I can say, this virus changed a lot in our lives. It just shows how we are all connected, and but I don't know, I mean, you live in total isolation or from everybody. I don't think so. So we can get this virus anywhere, you know. I don't think our life should stop. I mean, we're trying to be as much as careful, you know, in this situation, but I mean, travel can be dangerous, of course. So, I mean, it's just, you know, up to every man, and I don't think virus will soon finish. This situation can be a very long-term period, and but does it mean our life finish, you know? And maybe your ladies also have the same idea in your head, but you have still possibility to communicate in distance and create, you know, develop your relationship. And when you will be both ready to meet each other, you will just do that. I'm now on dating chat side, the Russian. Oh my god, I see, guys, you know, it's never stopped, but I see Joseph helped me a lot with answering some questions, right? I lost where I was. The services for much Guaranty is the best look after their clients. Okay, it's statement, yeah, thank you very much. Walkabout. So given this whole, okay, virus, yeah. Rogue, yeah, it's Rogue. Hello, thank you. True. Okay, many questions still. Big difference between wills, trust, like marriage. About Indians, yeah. It's sad, but it's true. It's much more challenging for everybody who involved in this process to help Indian guy to find here wife, as I told before. I don't want to jump into details, but it's not something that we just we don't want to do, you know, or we have kind of how to say, we don't like this nation or whatever. I'm personally in love with Indian culture. I found it very spiritual and interesting as a traveler, but it's some information that based on our experience, how much before we was trying to help, but we see, sorry, but a lot of Indian guys who is not serious, who registered with us, do free introduction package, even have free Skype call with the lady, and then he just disappear, creating a bullshit about he cannot move ahead with us. So, you know, and then we have very bad feedback from the lady who is taking us not serious, as a not good agency, you know, like she's do this everything also in good faith that we will introduce you to good man, you know, and we feel very bad, you know, after this. So we do all this stuff in good faith that you like a free test drive, that because we involved in this part a woman who's sincere, who is coming, when she confirmed her interest in man, she's coming on the call just to have this, like kind of first date, and then when men disappear, if they have great connection, it looks very stupid. And we had this situation a lot with Indian men, so now we decide to stop providing Indian guys with these services because we see too much bullshit. I'm sorry, but I have to say how it is. It's for men who live in India. That's why I said if you already move to USA and you live there for a long time, you become mindset kind of Western man, So I hope, as our practice show, those guys who originally from India but live in USA, they have Western mindset and they don't do this to our girls. And sorry for honest, but I have to say how it is. I believe that it's a waste of time for women to be intelligent, use her intelligence to create something extraordinary for the world. My experience match Guaranty give great service, worth every cent if you're serious. Thank you, great. It's very, very pleasant to hear. I will be in Ukraine this November. Kiev is crazy, not so far. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, cool. Have a good trip. Yeah, some people, they still travel. Coronavirus for somebody doesn't exist. People want to continue life, feel they breathe, they can move. So it's everything, I think, based on what level of fear you have according to this situation, and then what kind of motivation you have in life, and many other things. Okay, anyway, today we don't talk about coronavirus situation. So guys, I was going, it was okay, it was babe. I like when you call me babe. It has grown on, to be honest, rather not great. I found speaking fluently has helped a lot. I'm in Odessa right now as well. I'm a US citizen. Great. We also in the Odessa region. Yeah. So guys, I don't know how, I hope I was hopeful. I came today with original idea of talking about long distance relationship. I hope I provide you in the beginning some main cases and main points to be successful in this journey. Anyway, I will be helpful if you will share your ideas, because it's your kind of job. I give you main idea, that you need to show that you present in life of the Ukrainian woman in whom you in relationship, and maybe you will come up with some other ideas. It will be much appreciated if you will share with us in comments below this video what great ideas you've done, and what reaction you have from the lady. And it will help a lot of guys, because many people now due to corona, they stuck in this situation and have to find the keys for this kind of relationship to make it successful, to make it work. So we will much appreciate your help. And as I want to remind, tomorrow we will have live Joseph and our special guest, his man. And they will have man-to-man conversation and we'll talk about why beautiful Ukrainian women win over American women. Okay, it will be something interesting for me to watch because I cannot talk about Western women a lot because I'm not experienced in this point, but do American men, Western men can talk about this, and who has already experience with the Ukrainian woman can, I hope you will find some practical advices there a lot. So make sure you subscribe to our channel because we prepare for you a lot of interesting educational content which will help you to be successful in this great big journey of finding beautiful Ukrainian wife. And I wish you all your dreams come true. Thank you for being with me today. Yes, and as I mentioned before, we will have these lives every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I will see you next Saturday. And also I want to ask you to write in comments below what topics you want to discuss with me, what will be helpful for you the most, because I'm here to help you guys, okay? Thank you for being with me today. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.
Have you been searching for a beautiful wife? Do you dream of meeting the perfect woman, but haven't found her? Well, imagine if there was a simple way this could all change for you. Imagine if there was a Canadian marriage agency that would introduce you to as many beautiful women as it takes until you find the one. Ukraine, a lost world of beautiful traditional women. At last, a place where you can find the beautiful wife you have always dreamed of. Every Ukrainian woman dreams of having a happy family. Now you can have a traditional beautiful wife from Ukraine, creating happy family memories forever. So what are you waiting for? Register right now and Skype our beautiful ladies completely free. So what makes us different, you might ask? Why not ask Google simply by searching Match Guarantee Reviews?